Okay, kiddos. So I have the multiplication question here. I split them apart and then put them back together. And here is the balancing question. The area and perimeter question looks a little bit different today because it's not giving you the squares. If you needed to put the squares in because you weren't sure of that connection between the multiplication and the area, then you could draw in the squares and show 8 times 5. So here we had 1, 2, 3, 4. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots. That's not very pretty. But I can see that that is grouped and it's showing 8 going one way and 5 going the other way. If you already saw that connection between the multiplication and the area, and you're seeing, oh yeah, I can just multiply this length and width, and 8 times 5, I know that's 40, so my area is 40. The perimeter, if we know this is 8, we know this side is 8. If we know this is 5, then we know this is 5. So 8 and 8 make 16, and 5 and 5 make 10, and that is 26. So that one you had to think a little bit differently about it, but it still totally works. All right, now we have our CGI question. So Mrs. Driscoll had 24 students. Ms. Doyle had 3 times more than Mrs. Driscoll. How many students did Ms. Doyle have? So we have Driscoll and we have Doyle. Mrs. Driscoll has 24 students. Miss Doyle had 3 times more. Wow, that's a lot. 3 times more than Mrs. Driscoll. And if Mrs. Driscoll had 24, then we can find this part out. So we would need to multiply 3 times 24. And we know that we can do that by saying 24 plus 24 plus 24. That's one way we could do that. And we can get 48 plus 24. Or we can split it and we can say, well, 20 times 3 is 60, and 4 times 3 is 12, and that would be 72, and look, it ends up being the same thing. So 72, that is a lot of students. That's a crazy amount of students. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, does it? 72 students.